Okay, says we're live. So hello. I realized that apparently at some point StreamYard bumped my default video quality down to 740p instead of the 1080, which it's supposed to be at. So I've swapped that back. Hopefully, it's better than potato quality now. I don't know when that default switch happened because it was supposed to be 1080p the whole time. Uh, but I don't know when that happened, so who knows? Anyway, I have signed up for the free version of EVMUX, which their free version allows like a 2-hour streaming block at a time. Oh, right, I'm supposed to do this, right? Okay. So the EVMUX freebie has essentially most of everything that I'm paying for here at StreamYard already, but free. So the only limitation that's different is that 2-hour block on the free, and then also the EVMUX has the logo up here. But as soon as you go to the paid, which is actually less than StreamYard used to charge, then I think you can get rid of that logo and have your own, which would be nice. So tomorrow, Saturday, 1 p.m. normal time, I'm going to try EVMUX with a 2-hour block to unbox the first journal say box, which has not a huge amount of stuff in it. This is not doing its thing anyway. So Saturday, I'm going to try the EVMUX. And so if you have a chance to stop by and just like watch it for a bit and tell me if it's worse than normal, or better than normal video and audio quality, just let me know what you think of it. If you can watch it on the replay, that's fine. Just sort of know that that's a heads up that's coming. So tomorrow I'm going to do the unboxing of the stuff and also try out the EVMUX. Because if it's as good as StreamYard, then it's less than half the cost. So I'm going to swap. But if it's potato quality, maybe not. So that's what's going on tomorrow. Because I have to figure out which of the streaming services I'm going to continue to support. So, but again, it's not like super urgent. I'm essentially trying out the streaming software. I'm unboxing the stuff so that I can then put it in my sticker book. Most of it anyway. And so it's not like it's fine if you watched on the replay. Just, tell me your opinion about the quality of the audio and visual. Not necessarily my nonsense, because I'm going to continue to be nonsense. But, so that's not going to change. Anyway, so you can see yourself up in the corner in the little chat here. So, hooray, I guess. Say hello to yourselves. Monique says, hey, y'all. Hello. Welcome. Happy Friday. And Monique is celebrating because Taylor Swift now owns all of her masters, which is excellent. She's such a smart businesswoman. Like, there are a couple of iconic singers that I can think of that are just powerhouse businesswomen. Dolly Parton is one. And I think Taylor Swift is the new one for this era. Beyonce, I think, is quieter about it. But like Dolly and Taylor are doing very well for themselves. Very well. So yeah, there's just something that is very inspiring about their business minds. No matter if you like their music or not. So Bonus if you do like their music. So yay. Monique says, I got my blood work done. Yay. Check off the adulting. Right. Picked up your prescriptions. Double check. Stacy says, good afternoon. You had to pause the trial because you cannot focus on 3 streams. Got to pick your battles, eh? Maybe during the breaks you can go and like rewatch what you missed, or during the sprints, I mean. CB says, hello, welcome. Stacy says, I will try to work out my schedule to watch and check the quality. So thank you very much. Monique says, I'll be streaming Karma, Taylor Swift's song, not Stacy's child, to celebrate because hello, resident Swiftie. Beyonce, Rihanna, and Selena Gomez. Yeah, they're all astounding. But I don't know, probably because Beyonce and Rihanna, to some extent, don't ever really talk about like the money that they've made. Rihanna, I'm sure, with Fenty, the clothes and the makeup is doing fantastically. But yeah, so I don't know why people, myself included, I guess I do know, because Beyonce, Rihanna, and Selena Gomez are not white, and so media likes to report on white success more than minority success. So yeah, there's the reason. Okay. Brain just like worked it out right there in that. All pop stars and businesswomen. Yes. You think Pink as well, but she's a lot more subtle about it. Yeah. And because she's beautiful, but she's not beautiful in the typical way, I guess. And so she's more, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good comparison too. Another aspect of that. I don't know what's sort of like Pink feels more of like she feels more like a rock star than a pop star. Does that make sense? So maybe my brain doesn't like to categorize her with the other ladies. I don't know. Beyonce is a lot quieter, but she's been doing it for the longest out of everyone. Yeah. Well, except for Dolly. Dolly's got her beat in terms of time. She's a Virgo. Virgos tend to be a lot more low-key when it comes to their career paths. Well, I don't know that I would call any pop star low-key. Just, in general, there's something very much outside in the open visible for that. Anyway, so I have rediscovered my rings, so I have put them on. I may take them off because they may annoy me before too long. Depends on how the typing goes. In terms of her business. Yeah. CB goes, Pink is more quote unquote normal than most pop stars. She's very down to earth, I think, yes. But yeah, I don't she's like added aerial elements to her concerts for quite some time now. Is that normal? Compared to I don't know that that's necessarily normal. Who knows? Anyway, I like them all. They're great people in terms of like inspiring others, creating awesome music, and being an inspiration to girls and boys. Beyonce basically started her own management company. Yeah. I find that but some of those who are the most successful do break away from being under someone else's management and essentially rebuilding their management team and hierarchy themselves so that they are no longer sort of like under anybody else's umbrella. Lexi says, hello, welcome. How are we? Hopefully we're doing good. Y'all, can you believe it's the 30th already? 30th? We have one more day this month. One day, which is crazy. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing the unboxing of the first Journal Say box. I'm also going to have to figure out, my plan is to kind of sketch out how I want June's layout to go, because I feel like I don't want to mess it up. Which is not necessarily like a bullet journal is not supposed to be perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. It shouldn't be perfect. But I do want to kind of try a scrapbooky style involving layering that I've not tried before. So that means I kind of think I have to plan it out a little bit better. We'll see. It may not, the planning may not happen. It may just be like, oh, this sticker looks pretty here. We're going to put it right here. Anyway, apparently tore off both Thursday and Friday there, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so Thursday's doggo is named Moose. He's had a very long day. He tried to go down some stairs, but got stuck. 13 out of 10, someone please help Moose. Look at poor Moose. Moose just wants you to help. He can't get down. He looks so soft. Looks so soft. I just want to pick him up and cuddle. He's so cute. Adorable. And then for today, we have Griffin. He's so excited that you took him for a spa day. It's just what he needed. Now, if the masseuse could focus on the spot behind his ears, that would be awesome. So here is Griffin in the spa that you have taken him to. It looks like a lovely spa, especially as we head into summer. And he looks so floofy. So yeah, we have Moose and Griffin. Moose and Griffin for today. Very adorables. Oh, I wonder if the reason why it stopped doing the autofocus shift is because StreamYard dropped me down to 740p instead of 1080p. Because see, look, it focuses. Unlike every other time I've tried to do that for the last couple of months. Anyway, Moose is beautiful. Poor doggo. The masseuse will likely get drenched. Yes. 100%. Definitely. Okay, so the poll for today, I only put 2 of the options on the thumbnail, but let's see if I can get this to. Okay, so does your main character prefer the smell of rain or the smell of sunshine? And I added a couple of different qualifiers. So rain, warm sunshine, ocean, or cold air. Which does your main character prefer the smell of? Not you, your main character. Because I would 100% choose rain. But I have one character that cold air would be their choice. And I have another couple of characters that the ocean would be theirs. And I do have quite a few who like warm sunshine. So, but yeah, that is the poll for today. Okay, let's get my document up. Okay, document is now up. So we can now, we need the card. We need all the things. Y'all, I swear, I'm scatterbrained today. CB says, I need to figure out dinner, and it will not be takeaway. How about pasta? Pasta of some sort. Do you have a pasta that you have not eaten in half a week to a week? Stacy says, well, I had my characters hiking in the woods, so we were going with sunshine today. Yeah, I think warm sunshine would be better than rain if you are hiking, for sure. And unless you're hiking near the ocean, it probably would be pretty strange to smell the ocean. And hopefully it wouldn't be too cold. So yeah, I think process of elimination. That would be good. Okay, so we pulled the first inverse card for a while that we've had in a while, but it is the butterfly. So butterfly inverted. Monique is planning to make spaghetti for the fam for lunch or dinner. You've had pasta every night this week. What about rice or potato? Like I usually, okay, so this tells you what kind of family we are. We usually choose based on the carbs and then the meat. So like yesterday, Mom was thinking chili, and I was like, well, we had rice like 2 days ago. When I was like, well, what about yellow rice? We haven't had yellow rice in a while. And we have like smoked sausage that we could cook in a pan to go with it. Because that's usually one of our go-tos is yellow rice and sausage. Or like yellow rice and chili for taco night type stuff. But some days I'm like, we have a lot of potatoes we should use up. What can I make with potatoes? Or like Mom bought an extra loaf of bread and forgot we had 2 in the fridge. Let's make French toast, So it's like we decide based on carbs a lot of times. It's probably not the best way to decide your dinner, but it works. Because like CB says, like if we had spaghetti last night, we might not want macaroni and cheese tonight because we had pasta yesterday, type thing. But that kind of stuff. So Monique's goal for the stream is to edit your Pride and Prejudice fanfic chapter. Also working on a shiny new idea. Ooh, nice. A cozy romantic fantasy. Excellent. Great. The working title is Seasons of Love. Nice. Is it going to be seasons or season? CB says, I think I'll do sausage and fries. Sounds tasty. It's a romance. Okay, that develops over a year in the original fantasy settings. In that case, yes, multiple seasons. Stacy's having pork chops and asparagus for dinner tonight with carrots for the kiddos. Nice. I have no idea what we're having tonight. I feel like I just decided what we're having last night. But apparently not rice because we've had regular rice and yellow rice in the last 3 days. So it's time for something else. So, and we had pasta. We had spaghetti the in between night. So maybe potatoes or bread tonight. That's how the brain works. CB says, I need to get my schedule finished because Nano Alternative starts on Sunday. It does. And also, like, I saw an ad for an Instagram Nano-esque startup. And I was like, oh. So Instagram is now having their own Nano initiative, but I kind of scrolled past it pretty fast. I was like, eh. So anyway, I'll have to go see what it's about, but not today. Stacy's researching French comics this stream. Nice. You have the original names for the seasons and the months of the year. Yeah, I remember you talking about this and sort of like playing with the idea a while back. So you're ready to flesh it out a bit more. The first chapter literally popped into your head. Fantastic. Fantastic. The deity's name is Death. They're annoying. They accept all the pronouns, and they're chaotic, but chaotic good. I feel like that's appropriate for Death, right? Yeah. Yeah, seems appropriate. Okay, so butterfly inverted was how we, how it landed. So transformation is beautiful is the main message. Transformation does not have to be as traumatic or dramatic as things may seem right now. Remember, change is the only true constant. When you resist it, you create a tension within you as you refuse to accept the inevitable. In this moment, you might have forgotten the beauty and the joy of life as it moves through its seasons, as nature dictates. You are being faced with a choice now. You can struggle with the current conditions, refusing to surrender and see through the lens of lack and loss, or you can surrender to the grace that is calling you to allow life to take its course, moving through the sadness and disappointment. Surrender will soften you, inviting you to bask in gratitude and see things through the lens of curiosity. These are the keys to tuning in to the infinite potential available to you. The butterfly knows the beauty and delight you are on the brink of discovering, so let go and trust that it is there for you. So there you go. There is the card for today. So we got our doggos, Moose and Griffin, and we got our card, Butterfly Inverted. So I think we are ready to go into the timers. Okay. Somehow this arrangement feels weird. Is that better? Not really. Do we like the comments on the screen? Do we like them? Let's see. Where are we? Like asterisk. Asterix? Is this a French comic? CB is going to be back, hopefully with some food of some sort. Ooh, you pulled the star. Nice. But also, beware of false hopes, right? Lexi says, Gah! The earrings are fire. Thank you. They are, I think, gosh, what's the name of them? They've got the gold speckles in them. Sunstone. Sunstone? I don't remember. I bought them because they were pretty. and I bought them a long time ago. So, thank you. Let's see. Stace says to Monique, I think that is, or no, to CB, I think that is a name that came up. So yes, you're learning French and you're checking out comics because pictures help with context clues. Yes. Asterix is a comic inspired by when France was dealing with Caesar. Did not know that. Stacy and Monique both took French in high school, as did I, and college. Did not do that, and have worked on it on your own in many years since then. You're so pretty. Thank you. Thank you very much. They do have like they're not. What is the? I'm gonna have to look up the name of it because it's bothering me now. But anyway, so they might be Soda Light, but I don't think so because they've got more of the gold flecks that I associate with Sunstone. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and do this. So 1, save your document if you've already been working. If not, now's a great time to pull up whatever you think you're going to be working on. 2 is make sure that you have something to hydrate with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I had my volume way down and did not. And all of a sudden, we are very much out of focus because I moved the camera. I'm sorry. Um, maybe it'll refocus on me. We're gonna try this trick again. There we go. Okay. We have storms. It's Georgia. We're not quite summertime, but we're headed there. So we have an afternoon shower, and so I turned the camera around a little bit and was showing you that. Did manage to swap the laundry over as well, and I got 612 words. So not bad at all. Really, really good, in fact. So I will absolutely take that. So I adulted and 612. And I updated one of my journals. So not bad. How about you? How'd you do? Let's see. Monique is still excited about Taylor owning all the masters, and so you're now able to stream Reputation. But you need a bit of help with one scene in your fanfic chapter, okay? Your main character just broke some news to her family. Long story short, she talks smack about them online under a pseudonym. Her smack talk gave her mom a panic attack. Okay. So, like, consequences of the panic attack. Was the panic attack contained just in the house, or were they out in public? Did her mother have to go to the hospital for it? Like, what were the sort of like potential social, financial implications of the panic attack? And was your main character with the mother when they had the panic attack? Or is this like long after the fact and your character has felt guilty this whole time and finally is confessing? You need to amp up the volume on how shocked or angry everyone is. Okay. So is your main character going to try and downplay what she did? And so sort of like, well, it was bad, but I could have done this, or I thought about doing this. And so sort of like trying to lessen her own guilt, or is she just coming clean with them, like straight up? If you're trying to amp up the volume on how shocked and angry everybody is, I would think trying to make excuses for her behavior would probably make people angrier. Like her somehow trying to justify what she did, if that's in her character. I don't know if it is. Or, saying, well, so-and-so did it. So I thought, so-and-so in the family said these things about us. So I thought it was fine to post. It depends on your, it's like, why is she talking smack about them? What's her motivation to do so? Is it just to get clicks and fame? Is she trying to be an influencer? Trying to get back at somebody for I don't know, not letting her go to prom, or telling her that they can't pay for her car, or Like what's the reason that she's talking smack? And sort of like, if you want everybody really angry, her motivation for it should be pretty like teen, like, or entitled. Yeah, I don't know. It really depends on how you're building this character out. Which there's plenty of ways to amp it up and make people angry. Also, I did look it up, and these earrings are blue goldstone, which means that they are technically glass, but they're still pretty. Okay, not raining where CB is. It's really stormy in Houston, though. And Monique confirms it is indeed very stormy in Houston. Your mother said there was an almighty crack of lightning that shook the whole house. Whew. Might have been the thunder. Probably would have been both. both processes combined. Yeah. Stacy caught up on the trial, is on lunch, watched a video, changed clothes because you're cold, didn't do much research on the French comics because you took advantage of being able to listen something. Gotcha. Understood. Monique is still working on the chapter. Excellent. I am also still working on my scene. I think it's more of a scene than a chapter at this point. CB finished planning your schedule. Yay! So you were all set for June. Lexi got 1,915 done. Nice. Nice. I didn't even notice it didn't have the H in there. I'm so used to like deciphering both with students in my own handwriting, because I make all kinds of spelling mistakes in my handwriting, and just being like, oh yeah, this is what we need. I think. So already took care of the panic attack. Okay, it's just that your main character is finally fessing up to what she did after the fact. Stace says it's raining here but not storming. It seems kind of nice. Excellent. Character did it because she felt like nobody was listening to her and she was venting her frustrations. Okay. So did it get picked up and go viral? And I'm just sort of like trying to figure out necessarily sort of like what induced the panic attack. So therefore, what is the point that the family should be mad about? Because if she is presenting it like they are emotionally neglectful, depending on how old she is, that could result in like a CPS defects call, or like showing up your door type of thing, wellness checks. And then that potentially could ruin their reputation in the community or at the church, depending on okay, context. This is your Pride and Prejudice fanfic. Okay, and all the Bennett sisters are in college. Okay, so would not be resulting in a DFAX, but or child services wellness check. Okay, but could potentially ruin the reputation of the family in the social circles. Okay. That's why Lizzie is creating a new post. Okay. Again, I really think this. I really think the point. Okay. I'm just like there. I'm trying to work out how I would do it. Um, so Lizzie is creating a new post. She's letting her family know about her new post where she will retract her insults. Okay, so I don't know. I still feel like I would be tempted to have her not quite confess, but more like fudge up, telling them about like, oh hey, there's a new post where the author, retracted what they said. Like I didn't mean it that way, and then like oops, and then like have her confess through by accidentally saying like I didn't mean it that way. Um, so I feel like I would still be very tempted to do it that way, and then them getting mad about her hiding it, still trying to cover it up, um, and do damage control without actually apologizing. I would be very tempted to do it that way. She's trying to build up to her sharing what she'll be posting with them. Yeah, I mean, I think you're working your way there as to how you would do it, but I would be potentially going out of character to make it a little bit more modern for because nobody likes to fess up, um, and I have a feeling that even even college students would try and wiggle their way out. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get our second sprint in. Our second sprint is the self-promo sprint, which means that if you have something to promote, now's the chance to do so. So if you have a YouTube channel, Etsy store, YouTube, Twitch, Etsy, Amazon author page, social media, blog, website, any of that kind of good stuff that is writing adjacent, let us know where it is. Just remember that if you do not have a blue wrench of power, you will not be able to post direct links. That being said, let's go ahead. We did the otter 30 minutes. Let's do the bear hug 30 minutes, shall we? Bear hugs. Okay, 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how'd we do? Let's see. Okay, it says I got 1488, which is a lot. Wonder how many of those were typos with extra spaces. I'll have to go back in and yep, there's a typo. Anyway, I am not going to go and edit that just now. I will pretend I actually got 1488 words, 1487. And celebrate that. And we can cut that number down in editing. Okay. I did put a couple of links in the chat for you to keep in mind or stream hop. Let's see, Kate Kavanaugh is going to be starting at 3:15 today, my time. So that means essentially right after we end, or about the time that we are ending. Jody is doing a pop-up today. Troublemakers are still on. Diane is doing an art stream, and Margaret is also doing a productivity stream today, or at the moment. So make sure you are subscribed to everybody. Make sure that you are hitting like buttons and commenting when possible and all that kind of good stuff. CB says, the next thing I need to do is finish my candy bags. You made 18 of them before you went away. I thought you meant finish by eating them. But no, you're prepping your daily rewards. Got it. Your mom wants you to get started on cooking the spaghetti. Gotcha. Kara is here. Hello. Sorry to be late. Fine. Whenever you want to come in, that's what the Dawdling Writer Channel is for. You weren't feeling well this morning. Oh no. So you went back to bed for longer than expected. But hey, if your body needs the rest, then that's what you should do. But we are glad that you came. So Monique finished the chapter and is going to go fix that spaghetti for lunch. Excellent. Lexi got 1,444 done, which is amazing. Stacy wrote a comment on another video, opened up other streams for later, then got back to researching French comics. Excellent. Yeah, it's funny because you can still, the word comic implies both the written form, but it can also mean like the person, the comedian, but you can still call them a comic somehow. That, English is weird. And so initially I thought you were talking about people and not the like written and illustrated comic. So there's that. See, right, hello, welcome. Your main character is from the desert and it's all he's known. So when he witnesses rain, it's an ecstatic experience. Then I think I know which choice you are making on the poll for today. You would call a person a comedian, not a comic, but both words apply. Yeah, and that's, I think, referring to a person as a comic is more of an older form. I think the word comedian is as, I don't know, actually, but it feels more modern to say comedian, and a comic referencing a person feels older. But I don't know if that's actually true or not. Anyway. Okay, let's do another sprint. We're going to do a 25. That way we have a little bit of time between my stream and lubricates so that you have time to do a bio break and all of that kind of stuff. Go get another cup of tea, what have you. Let's use this. Why are we having? I am not fully monetized. Make it big. Change the banner. Okay, let's do this. 1, save your document. 2, have a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine. Roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. 4 is if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How do we do? Okay. Let me do my calculations. Okay, it says I got 1,012, which seems about more appropriate for what I normally get. On the high end of things, I mean. Okay. I'm going to save this. How'd we do? Did we do good? I hope we do good. Funky slid in late. Says hello. So I said, hello. And Funky says, I pictured Mrs. Doubtfire when you said that. And I said, I'm honored because I love Robin Williams. Funky got nothing done, but yay, Friday. Yay, Friday indeed. I'm hoping to finally get to some of the Bob Ross painting this weekend, but I'm also very aware that I am going to have to set up my journal, which usually takes me a couple hours. Not going to lie. Especially when I'm working with new materials. So this dragon washi is much wider than what I have used before. So I'm going to have to figure out how to use these and the other bits that I got for that theme, that color palette, I should say. Stacey's got a little bit more research done, and the trial is going on. So you like this current witness. Nice. Lexi got 15/15. Amazing. CB's going to go see Mission Impossible on Sunday and Karate Kid Legends on Thursday. Nice. Thursday of next week, I'm assuming, because yesterday was Thursday. So, all right, let's go ahead and end the poll, and then you can make your way over to Kate Kavanaugh's stream or any of the other author tubers that are live, or any of the booktubers and reading side of things, because it's Friday and you can do what you want. So, does your main character prefer the smell of rain, the smell of warm sunshine, the smell of the ocean, or the smell of cold air? Our main characters, 58% of them prefer rain, 25% say warm sunshine, and 16% say ocean. And nobody wants the cold air. So there we go. Okay, let me real quick go back up and find the Kate Kavanaugh copy link address. Kate. There's Kate's, which I know is going on. I think Margaret is probably going to be ending soon, because I think hers was like until noon Pacific time, which would be 3 Eastern. Diane's probably still going. The Troublemakers, I'm not sure of, because it was like book signing day. So yeah. And I think Jody is still going for another like 45 minutes. All right, y'all. You don't just try it off and stuff. I know. Okay. Don't forget to save. Make sure that you back up your projects. It is the end of the month. Back up your projects. And tomorrow at our normal time, 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be trying to stream with EVMUX, and I'm going to be doing the unboxing of the first order of the Journal Say Stuff, which is the smaller order. So hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Again, please tell me what you think if you just like watch a bit on the replay tomorrow, or you managed to make it over. Tell me what you think of the audio and visual quality, because I'm trying to decide whether or not to stay with StreamYard or go with EVMUX at less than half the cost. So let me know what you think, please. But also bear with me as I figure out EVMUX. So, all right. Thank you very much. I will hopefully see y'all soon and see you in the chat. Bye.